Don't you just hate scammers in trading card games and collectibles? I hate them so much. The vast majority of people in collectibles and TCGs and this whole community we have are good people. The vast majority, or even the ones that aren't that fun, are at least like they have a soul, like they have a core of humanity in them. But then there's these soulless, spineless, disgusting people out there taking advantage of you and your friends. Anyone that can get their hands on. Most of them are on eBay or Facebook or at conventions. They're the ones that are stealing stuff out of your backpack and selling fake cards. And right now, there's some soulless, spineless slug of a human who's just been sitting on eBay selling fake Kickstarter Mothman after fake Kickstarter Mothman to a bunch of people who probably think that they're taking advantage of some moron. And we have to point this guy out. I'm going to show you his account. I'm going to show you what he's been selling. These are recent sales of Kickstarter Mothman. I'm going to show you why these people are probably being taken advantage of, whether or not they know it. I assume not. This person has been messaged about this, and he just keeps on doing it. So he definitely knows exactly what he is doing, and I'm also going to show you the exact difference between the real card and the fake card so that you can be informed and not be taken advantage of by this nasty, soulless, spineless slug of a human being. This is everything you need to know. Let's go. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Argos Anonymous. I am Argos. If you have found us from somewhere out there in the interweb, go ahead and give us a like and a follow. Hit the bell notification. Why not? It really does help me out. And we're going to do another giveaway today. All you have to do to participate in the giveaway, we'll give away one of those Argos promos, is be a subscriber, hit the like button, bell notification, and leave a comment. This is what I'm doing. So I search eBay all the time for sales data, right? And one of the things I love collecting is Metazoo Mothman. And so I'm looking through eBay, and I'm over here and I'm looking through all these Mothman, looking for sales and stuff. And every now and then you come across kind of an interesting sale, like an item that goes for a weird price, way too high, way too low on eBay, and you want to find out what's going on. So I came across this Kickstarter base set Metazoo Mothman that sold on October 19th, and at the time recording is 21st. So you'll see this on the 23rd, like pretty recently, right? Few days ago for you fine folks for $84.99. So this is like a expensive Metazoo card normally. A raw Kickstarter Mothman is like a $500 card, and this person supposedly bought it for $85. So that's kind of weird. So I looked into the seller, and what I found is that this person has sold multiple other Mothmen recently as well. Here's another one for $84.99 with a slightly different title. This one was called First Edition Cryptonation Near Mint. Again, not advertised as Kickstarter, but when you click on the actual item, it shows that it was one of these like Kickstarter Mothmen. Wow. And then he sold another one back here, $85 recently as well, slightly different title, Kickstarter Moth. So this person has been selling, he's been selling multiple of these Mothmen. And I'm thinking, well, there's no way they actually have just a pile of Kickstarter base set Metazoo Mothmen, and they're just dumping them for $85 a piece. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. And I know of people that have messaged this seller as well who bought these and then were told later that there was something wrong with the card, and the seller just like cancels the sale and then relists it. Does not care. And look at that, 213 feedback, 100% positive. This person is dumping fake Kickstarter cards on eBay, and I think the way that they're getting away with it is they're not labeling it as a Kickstarter card, and so they're not charging $500, and so they're attracting people who think they're like taking advantage, like he's putting you off guard by tricking you into thinking you're the one scamming him. But actually, he's scamming you because he probably has a pile of these worthless fakes and he's dumping them for $85. Like, it's not a good deal anymore. It's actually it's very, very sneaky. So look at this Kickstarter card. So how do you know, if you're new to Metazoo especially, how do I know immediately in a million different ways that this is a fake card? I'll tell you right now, there are very significant differences on both the front and the back of this card that you can see even without having the card in person. But we're going to take it a step further. I have gone ahead and procured one of these fake cards. And so we are going to be able to not only point out the differences between the fakes and the real on the computer screen so you can figure out like before you have it in front of you. But then we'll go ahead and take it a step further. One of these Metazoo Kickstarter Mothman is real and the other one is fake. And so we'll be able to go over in very specific detail how to tell if you're going to get hosed or not. So looking at this eBay auction, which is now listed as out of stock because he's already sold however many he's actually sold. It can be difficult to tell if you don't have one in front of you or you haven't seen a lot of these, the differences on the front of the card. But I can tell you right now, the coloring is wrong, especially on the black border. That's the most obvious. The Mothman itself is too dark. All of the text is too dark. It is too bolded and too thick. Some of the text is slightly the wrong like size font, like the trademark icon down here at the bottom of the card is the wrong font. Winged Attack is much too dark, too bolded. This whole text block is too bolded. This border here, this black border is way too dark, and the Mothman is too dark. So the coloring is all wrong on the front. But the easiest way is on the back. On the back of this generation of fake, if you look inside this far right O, you're going to see this bright, like a bright yellow filling that O. No actual Metazoo card back looks like that. Take any of your Metazoo cards and hold it up right in front of your face right now. Pause the video, take a Metazoo card, pull it in front of you, look at it, and look where I'm pointing. Look at the icon here, the far right O in Metazoo. Look inside the O. These fakes have a bright yellow inside that O, and a normal Metazoo card does not have nearly as much yellow inside the O. And I'll show you exactly what I mean in just a moment when we look at these physical cards right in front of me. The other thing is, if you look closely at this card, the shadowing along the letters is wrong. If you compare it to a normal Metazoo card, there's like different thicknesses of shadowing in the wrong places. Another really easy thing is the alignment of this copyright is wrong. Okay, if you look at any of your Metazoo cards, you will see just consistency across all those Metazoo cards on where these letters line up, right? And the size and font and sharpness of all these letters and characters of copyright and stuff. And you'll notice that this alignment is off compared to the real card. And we'll show you what we mean by that in a moment. So this is a fake card. And this guy, Flower Pup 90, has been dumping multiple copies of this fake card, selling them as like super discounted $85 first edition Mothman. And I bet people are buying them just thinking that they have hit the jackpot. And actually he's just taking your money. So check out these Mothman. So which one is the fake? Based on what I said before. What did I say before? I said on the fake Mothman, the Mothman is too dark, right? The dark border is too dark on the fake, and the font is too bold, too dark, basically. You know, the nice thing about Metazoo is the print runs so far are so small, they are printed all at once. And so there's actually, within each specific print run of Metazoo, there is a great deal of consistency, with some exceptions of some known like printing issues, like there's some of the greenbacks in first edition, there's some foiling stuff, but for the most part, there's a great deal of consistency. And then between different sets of Metazoo, there are all these noticeable subtle changes, like changes in the holo, changes in the cardstock itself. But within that printing, like Wilderness, for example, Wilderness first edition, everything is very consistent. And so it's difficult to make a good fake of a Metazoo card because every single set has all these specific differences, you know? And so this card, for example, this fake, it has the wrong cardstock, it has the wrong holo, it has the wrong inking, it has the wrong alignment, the wrong shadowing, the wrong font. But if you don't know it exists, it can still take you by surprise. So I'll tell you now, this card on the left, this is the fake Mothman. And if you compare it to the real Kickstarter Moth, right away, you can see the differences. Look how dark the font, look how bolded the font is on that fake Mothman. Look at the darkness of the shadowing along the lower edge of this like yellow bar with the metadata on the fake compared to the real one on the right. You can also appreciate down at the bottom, the flavor text is like just super bolded on the fake card compared to the real card. The other thing is on the back, you can really tell. Now we have the fake card over here on the left and the real card on the right. Here's what I was talking about. Look at the O in the fake card. If you look inside that O, in that far right O in Metazoo, it's filled with yellow. And in the real Metazoo card, it is not completely filled with yellow. Look at the difference. The real Metazoo card, it's like the alignment is different. There's like red and a little bit of yellow in there. And the fake is the alignment is just totally off. Look at the difference in the boldness of the trademark on the real one versus the fake. That's different too. The degree of shadowing all over the card. Like, look at this. The fake one is like, it's like missing shadowing on the left side of the Z. The real one actually has shadowing there. These are things you want to look for on real versus fake. Now here, the real card is on top. The fake card is on bottom. Notice like the deepness of the red color is also different. The alignment of the O in the Metazoo Games copyright is different between these two cards. The yellow is like, it's like, yes, less yellow. So it's weird, right? Like the back of the fake is lighter, but the front of the fake is darker. Going beyond this, if you actually hold the cards in front of you, if you have both cards in front of you, now this won't help you in an online thing, but you can also appreciate that the card stock itself and the holo is different. So what you can do is, I won't go into the extreme detail on this holo, but if you meticulously look at what stars are present on each of these holos, you can identify stars that are present on the fake card that do not exist on the real one. It's like a slightly different variant of the stars, basically a holofoil pattern. And so that's kind of interesting. You can also tell that like the redness is a slightly different shade. And when you have it right in front of you, you can even tell there's differences in matte versus gloss in these cards. And I wonder if there's even a difference in thickness. Sometimes you can appreciate little differences in thickness. Well, there's a different color on the side of the card. Oh my gosh, and look, the fake, look at the fake. The fake is curling and the authentic Metazoo Kickstarter card is not. Okay, so like it's different cardstock, it's different holo, it's different inking. They got a lot of stuff wrong with it, but that's Metazoo. It's really difficult once you know what you're doing. It's really difficult to fake a Metazoo card. Someone's gonna know. I can tell like the Mothman is really glossy on the fake as well. I don't know if you guys can appreciate that over the camera, whereas the authentic Mothman is more matte. Anyway, so now you know. Those are the things you want to look for. Go back and watch this video again a few times. Always, like, if you're looking at expensive cards on the internet, you just need to know that there are some soulless slugzoid zombie humans out there that are trying to take your money. And you can often, now MTG and Pokemon are the same. There's fake things in Pokemon all the time. People fake, seal booster boxes, they reseal them, they scam you on packs, they weigh the packs. Like, there are sleazy people wherever there's money to be made. And all you need to have sometimes is a little bit of awareness that these things are out there, and then that awareness can protect you from becoming a victim of one of these things. So anyway, I hope that this video is helpful. I hope it prevents someone from being taken advantage of, and I really hope at some point this jerk over here on eBay, this Flower Pup 90, gets like his account banned or something, or gets into some real trouble for selling all these fake cards on eBay, because eBay is supposedly cracking down on people like this. So go ahead and jump on eBay and report Flower Pup 90 if you can report him to eBay. That'd be great. If you bought something from him, you should report him because you bought fake cards. He is selling some blister packs for some other games right now, so I don't know if those are fake or not. Looks like he has some Pokemon packs. I think we can just assume these could be like resealed or weighed, or he has some kind of shenanigans going on with this, because clearly he doesn't have a problem, being like a sneaky little guy. So anyway, that's all I've got for now. Thank you, MetaFam, for stopping by. As always, I do appreciate this opportunity to entertain you, find people's Metazoo. Stay safe out there. Don't get hosed. This is Argos, signing out.